Hi guys! If you want to see how I got this gorgeous, healthy, happy mermaid hair, keep watching. Hi guys! Alright, I have not filmed or posted the new red because I really wanted to figure out what was going to happen to my gray hair, and I didn't want any one of you to go and do what I was doing and mess up their hair. So I am being the ultimate guinea pig for you guys here. So what I've done so far is I used this Revlon Color Silk number 49. This is what I used for the very first color, and I will pop up a picture here of my results going from my original blonde to using this, and this I'll show you here the before and after. So that was my first step. Then I realized that I wanted to see if I could find some kind of conditioner to touch up my roots. Now this was about a week ago. So I used the Garnier Red conditioner and I let it soak in my hair for about a half hour. So that turned my hair from this to this. And you can see it gave it such a pretty, bright, fun, fantasy color, and I became obsessed. So here we are today where you can see my roots, my gray roots are coming in. That Garnier conditioner is not going to touch up these gray roots, but it's great if you guys do not have gray and you just want to enhance or brighten up your natural red. I recommend it 1,000,000%, but for gray root coverage, that is totally not gonna work. Oh, let me just say, for anyone wondering about my background, where I am at my mom's in Connecticut visiting her. So I'm in my mom's bathroom and we literally covered everything in plastic so I wouldn't get color anywhere. And I'm gonna be so careful. I've got plastic over her sink. I've got plastic on me. Just everywhere. So I'm being super careful. So what I'm gonna do today, and praying this works, and I can show you guys like how you can touch up the red roots without having to use a permanent dye, because that is my whole point. I want to be able to grow out my natural gray and use a semi-permanent, and no one would ever know that I'm growing out my gray because all I would have to do is stop using the semi-permanent color, and then I have my gray, so I can kind of go back and forth. And I'm really excited to do that and start playing around with fantasy colors in my natural gray, because then you don't have to bleach first. So what I'm trying today is this Pulp Riot in the color Pyro. This is like a fantasy red color, and I bought 2 tubes. So we're gonna see how this goes today, and then I'll be able to let you guys know if it works. So what I just did is I washed my hair really good with Head and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders is kind of like a clarifying shampoo. So I washed with Head and Shoulders. I put a tiny bit of conditioner and I dried it. That's why it looks like this, because I'm fighting my natural waves. Oh yeah, and if you guys remember, I cut my bangs. I wish I never cut my bangs. It's okay. I'll show you guys what I do with them, and they'll grow fast. Since I'm taking the St. Tropica hair growth vitamins, my hair grows like a weed, and these bangs will be grown out in no time. All right, so I have clean, dry hair, and I've never used this before, so we'll be doing this together. Just pull the top off. Ooh, it smells fruity. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split my hair in half, and I'm gonna use 1 tube for one side and 1 tube for the other, because I do not wanna run out, and my hair is like really thick. So I'm gonna know that once I've finished that tube, that I have to make it work on one side of my hair. So I'm putting it in a color dish like this. So I've got all the color of 1 tube, and I'm just using a color brush, dipping it in the brush like that. And it's nice because it's like a nice thick consistency. You don't add developer, you do it right from the jar. Oh, that other stuff that I used, oh my gosh, it stained my skin so bad, and this is gonna be the same. So I just have to keep an eye on that. So I'm doing my roots first, because that is really what I'm hoping this is going to cover all my gray roots And then I never have to use permanent dye again, you guys. I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna do this like regular hair color. I'm gonna go like, I don't know, how much is that? Half inch, quarter inch over. My scalp is probably gonna be red when we're done here, but that's okay, it washes off. I heard that this semi-permanent color lasts a really long time. I saw reviews, because I bought this on Amazon, I saw reviews that it does cover gray, so I'm crossing my fingers that this is it. This is going to be my color. I am just loving the fantasy colors. I don't know, I just feel like I had to do something different because I was feeling like so bad about my hair. I feel like it seemed dry, and I just, no matter what I did, I couldn't get it to look how I wanted. I felt like it was washing me out, but in one sense, I really like the blonde. So what I did is I went to the grocery store. I'm literally sitting there on the floor in the grocery store, just staring at all the colors. My boyfriend was with me actually, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just bought, you know, like my normal colors that I always go back to, which is that blonde that I started out with, but a little bit darker, or just flat out going dark. I took them all home, but I didn't color my hair. I just kind of stared at the boxes of color every day, and I'm like, nope, doesn't feel right, doesn't feel right. And I was feeling like actually kind of stressed about it. Then it just hit me. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it, because what's the definition of insanity, you guys? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, right? So I'm like, no, if I go back to the colors I've been doing all along that I'm really not happy with, I'm just not gonna be happy. So I'm like, I'm going for it. I'm doing it. I went up to my boyfriend. I showed him some pictures of other women with like similar fantasy color red hair. And I'm like, I really want to do this. I'm like, he's like, whatever you want to do, like, I got you. So I'm like, can you please go to the pharmacy with me and like look at colors? We ended up going to Walmart together. It was so funny. Like, we had the whole cart full of all these different like burgundies and reds and all these crazy colors. He's so cute. He was like in the aisle, like, pick, how about this one? How about that one? He's like, oh, this one says it covers for gray. So he was really like searching for me, and it was like really kind of cool. We got it down to like 3 colors. And I look over in the other aisle of Walmart, and I saw this young girl. I'm guessing she was maybe late teens, early 20s. I'm like, she'll be able to pick the color. Boom, like that. So I went up with the 3 boxes, and I'm like, all right, I'm making a big change. Which one? And she's like, boom, that one. And that's when she picked this. And boy, did she make a great decision, because I loved the way it looks on my skin tone. So that's when I went home and changed to red, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, I am forever going to have fantasy colors in my hair, forever. I just love it. Like I said, I want to do the semi-permanent fantasy colors. I don't ever want to do permanent color on my hair again, because it's damaging and it's full of chemicals. I'm just so excited, and I'm kind of proud of myself that I wasn't scared, and I just went for it. So here we go. I'm gonna finish all this up and I will come back. All right, I finished one side completely saturated, and this took almost, well, basically the whole entire tube is gone. There's a little bit left, but I'm probably still gonna use that. So I just kept taking it like this and painting it down, and then working it through my hair like this, section by section, just to make sure it's completely saturated on my hair. I think this is gonna work, you guys. I have a really good feeling. I've got all my roots done. Got a bunch of baby wipes here just to keep it like off my ears a little bit, and my neck and my face where it's kind of splattering. So I'm gonna get it off my neck in the back. I'm dropping it onto plastic, and all I'm gonna do is twist this up. So this has to stay in my hair for, it says up to 40 minutes. I'll probably leave it for an hour, like 45 minutes. And then I'm just gonna let it sit. And then you hop in the shower, you rinse it out, conditioner. You don't have to do conditioner. This is kind of like a conditioner, but I'll probably put some in anyway, and I'll be back. Okay, that took me about a half hour to put in. That's what I love about this, is you can take your time. So I did all my roots, then all the lengths of my hair, just massaged it in. I've got it in 2 little clips, and I'm going to bag it up just so I don't make a mess. Like, you don't have to bag it. I just don't want to make a huge mess. And I set the timer for 40 minutes. I'm gonna hop in the shower, rinse, condition, and then we'll see the results. Okay, I'm obsessed with how it came out. Look how beautiful this color is. The lighting is so bad in here. I'm gonna go outside and show you. But the biggest thing I wanted to show you is the roots. So it kind of tinted my roots, but didn't cover them like the first permanent color that I used. So I am still on the search, but oh my gosh, look how shiny, beautiful. It looks like I have a whole new head of hair. So what I'm gonna do, I have 2 different root touch-ups, and I'll link these below. This one is a powder, and this one is a marker, like a magic marker, and they're both red. So I'm gonna see what they do. I guess you just go like this. Huh, okay, so that's that one. And that's nice if you're trying to control in the part. I'm gonna try the powder, but I feel like the powder is much more messy. It comes with a brush, and I can see this getting on my scalp, but I'm just going to go slow. So I dabbed some on. I'm dabbing it in the cap, and let's see what it does. So I'm pulling my hair down like this and just dabbing on the root. Okay, that's not my color. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a more muted color than what my real color is. So this is not gonna work for me. I will link what this is. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not the bright fantasy color that I'm going for. So I'm gonna use this marker to continue touching up my roots. And I feel like this works better. And just kind of smudge it in and then wash my hands after. See, it muted out that piece in the root. But it covers the gray much better. I'm not gonna go crazy about it because I don't mind a little bit of gray showing. And see, it's like getting on my face there. So just be careful with this because it can get messy. Here is this gorgeous color outside. Oh, I'm obsessed, you guys. Like, look how incredibly healthy my hair looks. Amazing. It just filled in the cuticle. I'm so happy with this happy fantasy mermaid color. And you can see the roots here. Like, my roots are kind of stained, but honestly, I don't even care. And until my bangs grow out, I'm doing like these little braids with these little hair things. I will link everything that I use for you guys down below. I just really feel like this color, if I had to choose a hair color to describe who I was as a person and how I feel inside, this would be the color that I want to show to the world. It's bold, it's beautiful, it's fiery, it's mermaid hair. It's just how I feel inside, and I understand it's not for everyone. So if you're not loving it, that's okay, as long as it makes me feel good. Since I've had this hair color, every time I look in the mirror, it makes me smile. Actually, every time my boyfriend looks at me, he smiles and he's like, oh, like all loving it. So not that it matters what anybody else thinks, even your significant other, but it does help that he likes it. It's all about how I feel. Even if he didn't like it and I was loving it, I would still leave it. So, I love it. I'm going to try Arctic Fox next to see if we can get full coverage on the gray roots, and I will update you guys and let you know. I will also link the makeup I'm wearing below and this cute little t-shirt dress. Here, let me put this down so you can see what I'm wearing. This adorable t-shirt dress is from my beachwear boutique, Beach to Boardwalk. So I will link this below if you guys have not checked out my new store, my new online store. I'll link it below for you to check it out. And this is one of the colors. I offer this in 3 colors. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you haven't already, please click the like button, subscribe to see more videos. go on over to Beach Boardwalk YouTube. I will link everything below and also all the products below. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye.